Hi, I'm Angie and I received this question. And I actually receive this question quite frequently. That's why I thought I would make a video about it. So in general, there's not really a hard rule, or at least I don't think that there's a hard rule about the different ratios when it comes to ganache. You just do whatever you want and whatever you prefer. But I understand that if you're a beginner, some guidelines just might be very, very helpful to you. So that's what we're gonna do in this video. Before I want to show you some things, I want to get more a little bit specific. So number one, does it matter if you're using white chocolate, dark chocolate, milk chocolate? In my experience, it doesn't. Choose whatever you want, the ratios will stay the same. Does it matter if you use cream or cream alternatives? In my experience, I don't think so. I only use cream alternatives, but when I first started out, I was using cream, and I believe there's no difference, at least not what I've seen and experienced. Butter. Often you see in a ganache recipe that people are adding butter, and you can totally do that. Add butter if you love, you know, the richness that it brings and the taste of butter. You just add a little bit of butter to your chocolate before you pour in your cream. You can also use cacao butter if you want. It will just not give that richness that butter has, but you can definitely add it. I would probably only add butter or additional cacao butter in my ganache if I would have like a caramelly situation or something like that. If I have something lighter, let's say just like a strawberry ganache, I might not add it, but it totally depends on your preference. You can add butter, but you can also just leave it out. Liquor or any other liquids that you might add in your ganache. Does it change your ratio? So it just depends a little bit how much you're adding. Usually when I'm adding alcohol to a ganache, I don't use tons, so I will not add less cream to my ganache. But it just depends a little bit. If you add a lot of other liquids, then you might wanna, you know, reduce the amount of cream that you're adding to your ganache. I have to mention that I don't have tons of experience with ganache. In my chocolate maker life, I don't make any ganache, so all the ganaches I make are really here on this channel. So if you have more experience, or if you think I got something wrong, please share it down below, because this channel is a team effort, okay? So yeah, please just, if there's something I'm missing, something I got wrong, please also share it with all of us. Let's try this out. So here you can see I have 2 parts chocolate, 1 part cream. So in my case, it's 100 grams of chocolate and 50 milliliters of cream. Then I have 1:1 and 1 part chocolate, in my case now 50 grams of chocolate and 100 milliliters of cream. And so I will just make the ganache now, like all 3 of them, and then I just let it recrystallize overnight, and then tomorrow I show you, or hopefully I will be able to show you the different consistencies of those 3 different ganaches. The only thing that might be a little bit annoying about the 2:1 ratio is that the cream often, at least for me, doesn't melt all the chocolate. So in this case, just using my immersion blender, and that's what I'm going to do next. Just blend out all of, you know, my unmelted chocolate lumps. Here we are. I have my 3 different ganaches, and as you can see, this one is super runny, so this would be perfect to, you know, use as a glaze for ganache. And these 2 are just way more firm. And yeah, so I would just say we'll let this set and crystallize overnight, and then we can take another look at it tomorrow. It is the next morning, so here's how I would use my ganache. So for the 2:1, I would either scoop out, you know, balls for truffles. It is a little bit hard, but I mean, you can do it. Or I would make a slab ganache with these ones here. With the 1:1, definitely also truffle would be a little bit easier to scoop out balls. Honestly, you can both also pipe into chocolate bonbons, because you saw them yesterday. They were absolutely pipeable, so you can also use both for your chocolate bonbons. Probably more the 1:1 if you want a more firm ganache for sure. That's gonna work. Now the 1:2. Well, it's not gonna be fun to scoop those into truffles, and you definitely cannot make a slab ganache with these. But you can definitely, you know, pipe them in if you want a more a liquid center, then this will gonna work. But obviously you can absolutely pour it over cakes, that sort of thing. I pretty much never use this ratio. I'm always going for one of those two, just depending on what I'm gonna make. But yeah, it just depends a little bit on your use case. These ones here are for sure, you know, formable, would give you a nice center. But same as these, you can still roll these and have like a nice little truffle. As always, thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was helpful. Of course, you can leave your comments down below. You can send me a DM on Instagram at Chocolatier. If you're looking for tools, equipment, any sort of things, check down the description as well. And that's all from me. Have a good one. Bye.